to do her hair now because it cares, y'all.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing pop smoke braids and a protein treatment on my client who I installed lock extensions on about 2 years ago. Right here, I'm just caping him up. I always cape up my clients because obviously you just don't want to get anything on their clothes. My protein treatment is basically avocado, mayo, egg, banana, a few oils that I've mixed up to make the hair thicker and more moisturized. I split the hair in 4 quadrants. And I usually just like go straight down the middle. Then I go from his left ear to his right ear. And then I go around the perimeter of the head. And then I make my way to going through and putting it in each quadrant. So you can see here that I'm going through and I'm going row by row, placing my protein treatment mixture at the root of the lock until I finish that section. I slowed it down for y'all because I definitely want to make sure that I'm pretty much explaining everything that I'm doing in case there's some people who just maintain their hair on their own, or either people who are locticians or, you know, aspiring locticians and stylists. And I just want to make sure that everybody know what's going on. So I do my protein treatments because my client had ended up struggling with a little bit of breakage. So it'll look like, I don't know if you guys ever seen when somebody scratch a spot in their hair where it's shorter than every other hair that you've pretty much retwisted, like the new growth area, and the new growth in a certain area of the head, you can tell that that's their favorite scratch spots because it'll be a little shorter hair around there, but he wasn't scratching. So I feel like, and we also discussed that whatever oil he was using outside of me ended up kind of like breaking his hair off. So we're just trying to get him back right. And I usually just introduce this process and this treatment to my clients who struggle with brittle hair or breakage. I went to somebody who did my hair and it was just a little too much tension, and it ended up breaking my hair. It broke like 60% of my hair out, and I was devastated because I've never had that happen to me before. So what I ended up doing was this protein treatment, and I wanted to introduce it to my clients because I was like, well, let me try it out for myself first and see if this thing really works. And I tried it out and my hair grew and retained length. So that's why I offer this treatment, and because it just helps me retain length and it helps strengthen the hair. After I put in the protein treatment, you can see that I'm going in and massaging his scalp. I'm pretty much stimulating his follicles. We're just trying to stimulate the hair growth. That's why I massage it in. And then after I put it in, I'll leave it in there for about no longer than 30 minutes, because too much protein can actually damage the hair. It can cause it to be brittle and break off, which is crazy because you use it so that your hair can get stronger and you can retain length and stop breakage and all of that stuff. But it's a such thing as your hair being too strong. So yeah, it'll basically break off. Y'all already know we go into the bowl. I'm rinsing him out. I'm rinsing all of the protein treatment out as thoroughly as possible. Then I'm going in with my Design Essentials Oat Protein and Henna shampoo. I know I just said about the protein, too much protein can cause breakage, but this is not the same thing. So we're going in and we're rinsing everything. We're washing and scrubbing, and I'm making sure that I get all of this product out of his hair, as well as giving him a clean scalp and clean locks. I also want to add that I did it only at his roots because he has extensions. We're not trying to strengthen the extensions. It's just pointless. So if I had a client who had his natural locks or their natural locks, then I would do it from root to tip, because that's what I do for myself. And I felt like it made my hair more soft, more moisturized, and I felt like it strengthened my locks. But if it wasn't extensions, I would have definitely did root to tip. But since he has extensions, I just only did it until where his hair stopped. I'm going in with my honey cream shampoo, my conditioning shampoo by Design Essentials. I swear by them too. So anything, when it comes to my shampoos, as I said in my previous video, I start off with a clarifying shampoo, and it kind of like takes the moisture out. Well, I wouldn't say take the moisture out, but it's clarifying. So it's like when you get in the shower and you wash your body, you definitely need to get out the shower and moisturize your body afterwards. So I'm just replenishing the moisture and also cleansing the hair at the same time. And here I'm going in with my Rosemary Mint conditioner by Design Essentials. Most times when I put in my conditioner, I just kind of dilute it. I mean, it just makes me more comfortable. I dilute it a little bit, and then I leave it in for about 5 minutes, and then I just rinse them out with cooler water to lock the moisture in this cuticle. I know it's gonna be a lot of people who'll be like, "Oh, I don't use or recommend using conditioner on the locks because it causes buildup, blah, 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 blah. That's not always true. You just got to work it out. Make sure that you rinse it completely out. A lot of people just don't double check to make sure that they got everything out. And also, I like this I like this conditioner over any other conditioner that I've used personally, because this conditioner melts to the body heat that we naturally produce. I just really like this conditioner. They ain't sponsoring me. Just in case Design Essentials want to sponsor me, Design Essentials. You already know. Hit the email, hit the Instagram. But I really, really love this product. I Design Essentials, I swear by it. And now we're just going in and towel drying his hair, and then we'll get started. So I'm going through and sectioning the locks, or I'm sectioning the locks off for how big I want my braids to be, just to keep me on track. I don't like uneven anything. I'm real anal when it comes to how my product looks afterwards. And I just, this is just how I prep the locks. Sometimes I go in and I retwist and style as I go, but it's not always like that. But for this particular style, I want to retwist and style as I go. So since I'm doing that, I'm going to make sure that I'm sectioning everything off with a rubber band, because I want to also make sure that it's even. You don't want to do a style and the locks are not even. And then also certain styles and certain partings, you just want to make sure that it looks right. If you got to grab a lock from somewhere else that makes sense, you got to do that. Right here, I'm just going in with my regular technique. I'm going to slow it down on the other one, because on another portion of the hair, because it was just a little too blurry. So I didn't want to slow it down on this part and you only just see a big old yellow shoulder. So I'm going to slow it down on my next part and let y'all see my technique. Here's where I slowed it down. So I'm going in and retwisting my first lock. You already know I have to part and make sure that my parts are very clean. And I go in with my locksmithing technique. I always use the locksmithing technique just so I can make sure it's smooth. I definitely don't want any puffiness. I want to reduce as much frizz as possible when it comes to styling and retwisting, because if I reduce the frizz as much as possible, that means that the style will last longer. And I know that this may look like it's a lot of tension to other folks, but it's not. Most of the time I'm talking and asking all the questions to my client, making sure that it's not uncomfortable for them. I'm always like, oh, does this hurt? Blah, 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 blah. And it doesn't. And so yeah. I know I did the Pop Smoke braid tutorial before, but this is kind of like a different one. The other braids that I did were like barrel rolls, or a lot of people call them barrel rolls. In St. Louis, we usually just say spider braids, so I'm gonna call them spider braids. We do the spider braids, and then I did it into a plait, so like a braided little plait thing. And this one, I'm just doing cornrows straight down. So this is really the authentic Pop Smoke braids, if you will, on locks. And then I just braid it all the way down. I cornrow all the way down. And then I flip the ends because I think that the ends will look more clean if I flip them. And then I rubber band my locks. And that's pretty much it. And I just repeat the process until I'm finished. I don't cut his hair because he's a barber, so he take care of his own locks. If y'all ever need a barber in Chicago, go to Cuts by Chris. He clean, he do his thing, and he'll get you right. When I started his lock extensions, it was about 2 years ago, and he had about 3 to 4 inches of growth, and I put 8-inch 0.4 centimeter lock extensions in, and I used the crochet method. I just went in with the crochet hook or needle and attached them that way. I instant locked his hair first. And then after I instant locked the hair, I attached the lock to the instant lock to give it a more secure bond. And we've been rocking ever since. I know everybody be talking mess about lock extensions and like, oh, you cheated, or I don't respect your journey because you cheated, blah, blah, blah. Let people do what they want to do. If they want to get lock extensions, let people live. If they want to start off a different way, that don't mean that their journey is any less different. They just sped up the process. They're still going through a journey. It's just a different journey. I don't think people should bash people about lock extensions. And I know people will probably be like, oh, you just saying that because you getting the bread. My thing is this. If I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. It ain't never been about no bread for me. But I just feel like if these people want to do the lock extension route, stop making people feel bad for that. That's just ridiculous. And also, what are we, children? That's ridiculous. Anywho, if you're thinking about getting lock extensions, if you're thinking about getting instant locks or starting your journey a different way, do it. Do it, whatever. If you're thinking about starting your lock journey, start it. What are you waiting for? Just start the lock journey now. And if you're looking to learn more in-depth techniques and when it comes to doing locks and becoming a loctician, I have 3 slots available in June. And those book pretty fast, so I'll leave the link in the description, and I'm gonna leave it in the cards too. If you're looking to book me for an appointment, I'll leave the information in the cards, and I'll leave it in the description. I'll also leave in the description all of the products that I will recommend for you to maintain your own locks, as well as other stylists and locticians to maintain locks too. So yeah, don't wait. Definitely book the class with me. I will be teaching you everything from beginning to end. You get tools to take home so that you can constantly work on your craft, and you will have tools to build your clientele and to retain your clientele too. I'm going in with my Lotta Body foam. I always use a foam to seal the deal when it comes to styling my clients. And after that, I wrapped him like really, really good. It's ridiculous how much I wrapped his hair, but I wanted to make sure every hair was in place and it just dried crispy. Y'all will see in the end. I truly appreciate you guys coming in and watching my video. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.